Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's D-Man the Great here, and today I'm here to talk to you guys about Nikola Jokic and why he is not better than Karl Anthony Towns or Joel Embiid. And in this case here, Nikola Jokic is one of the best players at the center position in the league, and he might be top 2. But necessarily, he might really not be better than Karl Anthony Towns, but he's definitely not better than Joel Embiid. As Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns are statistically better than Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic really is only better than either of these two players. He's only really better than either of these two players at passing. And that is literally the only stat he has above Karl Anthony Towns. And then he has steals over Karl Anthony Towns, but Karl Anthony Towns has more blocks, has more rebounds, and more points. But necessarily, it's a pretty big jump off for Nikola Jokic and Karl Anthony Towns, I'd say. It's not too crazy of a big jump off, but if you really pay attention to it, necessarily, if you look at the quality of Nikola Jokic's teammates versus the quality of Karl Anthony Towns' teammates over his period in the league, and you could say he's had the better top end of the teammates just because he's had Jimmy Butler and Andrew Wiggins. I guess you can count him as something, but the players Nikola Jokic has around him are all really good, like Jamal Murray, who you'll see hit a few videos in this game. He'll hit a few threes in this gameplay that you're watching right now. And you'll also notice that he pretty much has an assortment of role players that fit great around the basketball court. And he generally can pass it to whoever and they can go get their own bucket, unlike Karl Anthony Towns. And we're gonna go and talk about Embiid for a second here. And Joel Embiid is better than him because he's just simply better than Nikola Jokic. He's better than Nikola Jokic at everything except for steals. Like I said again, Nikola Jokic gets 1 steal a game. Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns get less than a steal a game. And assist. But that's what Nikola Jokic is known for. And Embiid's health is necessarily always a big question mark. And if you look at it, Nikola Jokic hasn't necessarily been he doesn't necessarily do more than either of these players. And Karl Anthony Towns' shooting percentages are they're not far better, but they're better than Nikola Jokic's. Because it'd be disrespectful for me to go and say he's so much better. But Karl Anthony Towns shoots 40% from 3. Rounded up. Shoots 83% from the free throw line. And 53%. Well, 54%. Period. Overall. And Nikola Jokic shoots 34% from the free throw. 34% from 3, 83% from the free throw, and 52% overall. It's not a big drop off, but it's significant enough to know that Karl Anthony Towns can definitely pull the 3 better than Nikola Jokic. And then he averages more points in the regular season. And Karl Anthony Towns doesn't necessarily have enough of the playoff experience yet. He's made the playoffs once. And then really that's a amazing feat on its own necessarily, because head to head Karl Anthony Towns beat Nikola Jokic in the most important game that those two players ever played with each other in. And that's pretty significant, I'd say. If you can beat someone to make it the playoffs, you've proved yourself. And in that game, it was a close battle between those two, and Karl came with the upper hand. He scored 35 points to outscore. Nikola scored 35 points and still lost. But yeah, Nikola Jokic came to play and lost the game. But it's just a generalization here that he's the same. They're all in the same caliber of player, but Joel Embiid does too much on both sides of the floor to ever say that Nikola Jokic, who doesn't play, who really is not that good a defender, can really play like Joel Embiid at all. And Karl Anthony Towns has not had the quality of teammates or the quality of experience to put himself in this higher echelon. He hasn't had the quality of wins, the quality of teammates, and then if you really he hasn't had the experience to be in the playoffs like these other guys have. If you give him the teams that these guys are playing on, he could get it done. And outside of that, really, Nikola Jokic, at the end of the day, he is not better than Joel Embiid. He might have a inkling over Towns, but Karl Anthony Towns does not, I repeat, does not, and probably will never have the same quality of teammates, because the Minnesota Timberwolves is not half the franchise the Denver Nuggets are. And you'll continue to see that over the rest of Karl Anthony Towns' Timberwolf career, and you'll continue to see that amongst the Nuggets. There'll always be a decent or consistent team, because that's always who the Nuggets have been. And you'll catch that same type of consistency from Joel Embiid in Philadelphia. And I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later.